What?
Imagine standing at your father's funeral, the air heavy with grief, the rain falling on black umbrellas, when your phone buzzes with a text message. You glance down, expecting a condolence, but instead see the chilling words, "I'm not dead. I am still alive. Trust no one." In that instant, your world spins upside down, and you realize the funeral you're attending may not be an ending, but the beginning of a terrifying truth. Before I unfold the story, take a quick moment, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and comment below where you're watching from. This is Blackish Focus, where we bring you unforgettable stories of resilience, betrayal, and survival. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear will keep you at the edge of your seat. Nova Matthews was only 21 when she buried her father, at least. That's what she thought. His name was Legend, and he was known as a man of principle. He worked hard at the city maintenance department, providing for his wife Zuri and their 4 children. Life wasn't luxurious, but it was filled with love, faith, and family. Legend was the type of father who would wear the same work boots for years just so his kids could have what they needed. His wife ran a small herbal tea business, respected for her healing touch. Together, they built a modest but happy life. But the heart of their world collapsed in an instant when Legend was reported dead in a car accident. The wreck was so devastating that there wasn't even a body to recover, only ashes. The family was shattered, and Nova, the eldest, tried to remain strong for her younger brothers Jaden, Kingston, and Messiah. At the funeral, grief clung to every corner of their lives, yet something darker lurked nearby. Omari, Legend's best friend and Nova's godfather. Omari had always been around, woven into the fabric of the family's life. He was the best man at the wedding, present at every birthday, and always just a little too close. Legend defended him endlessly despite his gambling, drinking, and reckless lifestyle. To Legend, Omari could do no wrong. But to Nova and her mother, there had always been small red flags: the way Omari stared too long, the way he knew too much about their private matters, the way he seemed to insert himself into decisions he had no business being part of. So when Nova received that impossible message during the funeral, "I'm not dead. Trust no one inch," her suspicions immediately turned to the man her father had trusted most. Back home, grief quickly became complicated. Omari lingered more than ever, offering groceries, repairs, and financial advice as though he were already stepping into Legend's shoes. Zuri was polite but guarded, sensing the hidden weight behind his offers. Nova watched closely, documenting his actions. Omari knew details about their mortgage, bills, and car registration that no one outside the family should have known. One evening, Nova caught him rummaging through her father's desk drawer. When confronted, Omari smiled casually, claiming he was just trying to help. But Nova saw the truth in his eyes. This wasn't help. It was intrusion, control, and manipulation. The more time passed, the more suffocating Omari became. He began suggesting marriage to Zuri, insisting it was what Legend would have wanted. He planted seeds of fear, reminding them of their financial struggles, the children's need for a father figure, and the looming threat of losing their home. Slowly, Zuri felt trapped. She admitted to Nova that, despite her disgust, marrying Omari might be the only way to protect her children from ruin. And just when hope seemed lost, the mysterious messages returned. This time, they included proof only Legend would know, memories from Nova's childhood that no outsider could fabricate. Against all odds, Legend was alive, hiding in the shadows, gathering evidence against Omari. The truth was worse than Nova could have imagined. Legend revealed that Omari had sabotaged his life for years. The failed promotions, the money troubles, the whispers at work, Omari had orchestrated it all. And then came the most devastating revelation. Nova was not Legend's biological daughter. She was the product of a night 2 decades earlier when Omari drugged and assaulted Zuri. The news shattered Nova's heart, but Legend's love for her remained unshaken. "Blood doesn't make a family," he told her. "Love does." Though devastated, Nova and her mother understood the depth of the danger. Omari wasn't just a manipulative friend, he was a predator who had been planning to claim their family as his own for decades. Legend's plan was simple but dangerous. Allow Zuri to pretend interest in Omari until he grew overconfident, then expose him. It was a terrifying charade, but it worked. As Zuri went on public dates with Omari, he began bragging, dropping hints, and revealing his twisted ambitions. He wanted to marry Zuri, adopt her children, sell the family home, and control every decision. He even admitted, in a fit of anger, that he had arranged the accident meant to kill Legend. That was the confession police needed. The night of reckoning came when Omari, emboldened and furious, arrived at the Matthews home with armed accomplices. He believed he had cornered Zuri into accepting his proposal. But as he sat in Legend's old chair issuing threats, the front door burst open. Police stormed the house, and behind them walked the man everyone thought was dead, Legend himself. The confrontation was explosive. Legend revealed everything: the $69 million inheritance his mother had left him, the staged accident to outwit Omari, and the DNA results proving Nova's biological ties to Omari. As Omari's mask fell, his rage boiled over. He admitted to manipulating families before, confessed to targeting widows, and exposed his monstrous mindset. But this time, the evidence was undeniable. Police arrested him on charges of attempted murder, fraud, assault, and conspiracy. Omari screamed that Nova was his legacy, but she stood tall and replied with words that silenced him forever. "Blood doesn't make you my father. Love does. And I choose my family." The aftermath was a painful but healing journey. Omari was convicted and sentenced to life without parole, his crimes against other families finally exposed. Legend reunited with his wife and children, and together they rebuilt their lives. They used part of the inheritance to help survivors of abuse, to provide scholarships, and to fund organizations that protect families from predators like Omari. Nova, though scarred, found her purpose. She chose to study psychology, dedicating her future to counseling survivors of trauma. Her brothers thrived, her mother's business expanded, and her father became a symbol of resilience and justice. Their story became proof of a powerful truth: families are not defined by biology, but by the love and choices we make every day. And now I want to hear from you. What would you have done in Nova's place? Could you forgive a betrayal that cut so deep, or would you let the truth define you? Share your thoughts in the comments. If this story gripped you, if it made you think about the meaning of family, betrayal, and love, then don't leave without subscribing. Hit that subscribe button right now, give this video a like, and share it with someone who needs to be reminded that love is stronger than blood. This is Blackish Focus, and we'll be back with more powerful, unforgettable stories.